All right. Final section, and she talks about women and how they have the will to be what is needed.
Yeah.
Whether it is loving,
whether we need to slip into the masculine to kind of fill in the gap,
right?
Because we're out with the kids or whatever. Like we're able to be one way with one person, different with another person.
Where men don't necessarily have that same ability. Although I think it goes to your core.
I agree.
If you've ever seen me making balloons for a shy kid who's scared, although it's annoying now because getting up sometimes is hard, I'll kneel down and I'll lower my voice. And I'll go, would you like to hear the choices? And you'll see the head go. And I can tell what they want, but because there's always that when I name something.
Well, that's part of what makes you so effective in relationship too.
Yes. And
because
so
you are able to modify your approach to what is needed.
Yes. And I still have the switch where I could be the New Yorker to get shit done.
Yeah, that one's a little scary.
Yeah.
It's never directed at me, but it's a little scary.
And she goes over a number of things that women need so they can be this way. Yeah. Because the men, because we are singular focus, and she used the example, the first one is sleep, uninterrupted sleep. But she talked about men, we'll notice it when we get up without enough sleep. We'll be a little, to start the day. But then we just go.
Talking about sleep and I start yawning.
And then at the end of the day, we might go, oh yeah, I'm tired. But you still did everything you needed to do. You were the way you needed to be, whereas women don't have that same luxury.
Not at all. When I don't get enough sleep that night, I am dragging the entire day. I am short on patience. I just a little less than sparkly and pleasant.
Yes. And you have 3 different hormones that get thrown out of whack and affected by lack of sleep. Men, testosterone, we just have to deal with one. And quite honestly, I could have lack of sleep, go to the gym, get a good pump on, get started on the day, and I'm back on track until the end of the night. Like I said, it'll catch up with me if I'm been running behind on sleep. Yeah. Need to be held was another one.
You do a good job with that.
Excuse me, I said need to be held. That's the being touched is next. Yeah. Need to be heard.
Okay, we'll come back to the being held.
Yes.
And being heard.
And that is the meta report. And that is, and Charlie said this once in a video, we don't get to choose when the meta report's given. And he talked about the time, and again, his wife used to leave the room when he would walk in. 1-word answers. They're ready for bed. Night. Lights are off. And then she began a meta report. And honestly, oh my God, I can just imagine because he's like, I thought we were going to bed. But again, you can't tell her to shut the fuck up and expect her to start and be open and happy the next day.
You do.
Well, that's different.
I just laugh and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. Not the right time.
But I give you a little bit of time before I tell you to shut the fuck up.
We get in bed and I sometimes cannot stop talking.
Oh my God.
Because we haven't really had a lot of interaction that day. And I can't stop. So I've learned to tease you with it.
Well, and it takes me so long to fall asleep.
Oh my God.
That.
Well, okay. And you know what? Charlie might need to kind of chime in on this because you've shared the what are they called? The albergues. The hostel.
Albergues.
Freaking heck, I can't talk. Okay. But you guys have shared rooms before and you crash out so fast.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
hey, when it's bedtime, my body.
But this is why when I do start doing the meta report at bedtime, I'm talking fast.
Yeah.
And you're going to be out like a light.
But there's a point, I'm like, we're done. Because I am like this close to sleep.
I try very hard to be aware of when I start doing
and it is all done playfully and lovingly. Because you can say, hey, it's time for you to shut the fuck up. Which is completely different than if I'm got the different tone and I'm being, And okay.
I don't say it back to you. I just
do
that.
Yeah. Need to be touched.
Yes.
We are pack animals.
Yes.
We need others. You will not survive in this world on your own and thrive to your maximum potential.
Yeah.
Guys, the lone wolf thing's bullshit. Okay, you need a pack. Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Men need to be touched too, and because I mean, seriously, think
that's the
about it.
biggest complaint in sexless marriages. There's no intimacy, and people think you're talking about sex. We're talking about connection and touch and everything outside of sex.
I mean, I talk to people all the time when they're going through a separation or divorce. Touch starvation is a real thing. There's 1,000 studies that talk about it. There's like, you know, the experience that most men have had at some point in their lives is a woman touched them in an innocent way, maybe hand or something like that, brushed again, well, giving change, and it lit up some kind of spark in them. And like, we all need that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, in the context of this is something that women need in order to be their best selves.
Right. But it is something men need as well.
Yeah.
It's a human need. And for women, the next she had was being desired.
Yes.
You know, it feels good to be wanted. It feels good to be desired. And
but
go ahead.
Who was it? Esther Perel, I think, who talked about women's sexuality being somewhat narcissistic.
Oh yeah, it's all about them.
It's what makes us feel sexy is being desired.
Yes. No, and it was Esther Perel. You're spot on. Because she did talk about that exactly and use those words, and you know, it's a gift we can give you. So again, guys, do you want them lit up or do you want them acting like a man? All right. Then she talked about time alone, puttering, timelessness. About, if there's we're leaving at 6, and I'm sorry, I got to disagree a little with her.
Yeah.
If you can't get fucking ready on time,
right.
You've got a problem. Start sooner.
I put our discussion about that into a little bit of different context, and I tend to ask early in the day, hey, we've got that thing tonight, what time do you want to leave?
Right.
That way, I am not rushing myself.
Exactly.
Which is my version of timelessness.
Right. So you're not, and as somebody who is on time, and by on time, I mean I'm usually there 5 minutes early.
Military.
Yeah. Again, if there's something that happened out of the ordinary, that's one thing. But
right.
I had one significant girlfriend who every now and then would run god awful late. And I know some people have heard me talk about this. She was late getting ready to go see Springsteen. Spent a lot of money on tickets. There's no opening act.
Dude, she was disrespecting the boss.
I know. Both bosses. And we had I came close to leaving her. We had quite a argument over it. Clarence Clemens was sick the night before, and the fucking concert started 45 minutes late. God, that was a long 45 minutes. But at the end of the day, don't be ready on time.
Yeah.
We had friends. This goes back to my first job out of college. You know that couple that's always late? That we had one of those. We just gave them a different time.
Right. And I've had conversations with men about that in particular.
Yeah.
And, we had to decide, where does the boundary go? Where does he want the boundary to be for his partner? If she's there on time, you guys can ride together. If she's not, no, she can drive her own car.
And I've done this with people throughout my life. I'm leaving at this time if you're riding with me. And again, that same first job out of college, I was the van driver at some group training, and my wife was flying in that I hadn't seen in weeks, and I told everyone, I'm leaving at this time, whether you're in the van or not. And I remember the guy going, I can't believe you left me. I said, I told you. He goes, yeah, but I didn't think you would do it. I'm like,
no one ever thinks that you're going to stick with your boundary the first time.
And I've done that a number of times, and I'm not ever going to apologize for it.
But that timelessness, I do like that, because I've realized that that's kind of how I function anyway. I do not like to be rushed.
Yeah, so start
I can
earlier.
Be on time.
And if you're
But
ready ahead of time,
rush.
there's never a penalty.
Right.
So, yeah. And she closed with, women sparkle. This is true. Very few men sparkle, and we're not going to talk about that.
You guys can go back and look for the video titled Dating During a Pandemic. Because that shows an example of how someone perceives sparkle.
Whatever. So, but what I always forget until I listen to it again. What's the source that makes women sparkle? It's us. When they've got love in their life, when they've got a man who does all these other things.
Yeah.
And she says, you've got a bunch of women together. There's nobody sparkling. And she goes, if one is sparkling, they all know she's in love and she's thinking of him right then. You know, so it's just one of those things. So if you haven't listened to Understanding Women yet, you'll see it in all of the videos. There's a link down below to buy the audiobook. It is foundational for men so that they can understand. You know, we have No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Glover, Hold On to Your Nuts. I'm a big fan of the masculine in relationship as well. And then Understanding Women. Those are must read, must listen to. And then, because if you don't understand the craziness of women, you know, because we're singular focus, and again, you're different.
It does seem crazy. It's chaotic.
Yeah, it's
and
chaotic.
It's foreign to you.
Yeah.
Just like you're foreign to us.
Right. How could he walk through the house and not see this or do that?
So we seem crazy to you. You seem cold and closed off to us sometimes.
Yeah, I'm your personal heater. Who are you talking about, Cole?
Well, okay,
yeah.
physically.
But I know
warm.
what you mean.
But you know, I caught up with you because the hot flashes are now.
That's true.
You know,
now you're like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
that being touched doesn't apply during a hot flash.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, guys. If you've been struggling, reach out down below. Free coaching session. Let's see if we can't get you on the right path. Melanie's contact information is down below. And don't hesitate to take a different look at this stuff or re-listen to it if you have already. I reread No More Mr. Nice Guy every year. And I hadn't listened to Understanding Women in a while, so it was good to re-listen.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great one. Thanks for following the series.